The spring hare, also known as Pedetes capensis, is a unique, nocturnal rodent native to the grasslands and semi-arid regions of southern and eastern Africa. Despite its name, the spring hare is not a hare at all but rather a specialized rodent that displays an unusual combination of features from various animals, such as kangaroo-like legs and a rabbit-like face. This intriguing animal has fascinated scientists and wildlife enthusiasts due to its distinct adaptations, impressive agility, and nocturnal lifestyle. Here's an in-depth look into the remarkable spring hare, with an exploration of some of its most fascinating features, habits, and ecological role. One of the most notable characteristics of the spring hare is its powerful hind legs, which enable it to leap great distances in a single bound, similar to a kangaroo. This extraordinary jumping ability is where it gets its name. When threatened, the spring hare can spring up to 10 feet in a single leap to escape predators. Its hind legs are much larger and more muscular than its front legs, and it uses its long tail for balance as it moves in a series of powerful jumps. The tail itself is about as long as the rest of the body and covered with thick, bushy fur, which not only provides balance but can also serve as a distraction for predators by drawing attention away from the more vulnerable parts of its body. The spring hare's body is well suited for a life in open habitats, where it relies on camouflage and speed to avoid predators. Its coat is usually sandy brown or gray, blending in with the dry grasses and soils of its environment. This camouflage, combined with its nocturnal behavior, helps it stay hidden from potential threats. The spring hare's large, dark eyes allow it to see well in low light, which is essential for its nighttime activities. It also has excellent hearing, with large ears that can detect even faint sounds, helping it to sense predators and other threats long before they come close. Primarily herbivorous, spring hares feed on a diet consisting mainly of grasses, roots, tubers, and other vegetation. However, they can be somewhat opportunistic and have been known to eat insects on occasion, especially during the dry season when plant material is scarce. They use their sharp front claws to dig up roots and tubers, which provide necessary moisture in their often dry habitats. This adaptability in diet allows them to survive in areas where food can sometimes be scarce, and it has even led them to be considered pests in certain agricultural regions due to their tendency to forage on crops. The spring hare's nocturnal lifestyle is essential for avoiding the heat of the day and evading daytime predators. During daylight hours, the spring hare rests in a burrow that it either digs itself or takes over from other animals. These burrows are typically complex, with multiple entrances and chambers, providing safe shelter from both predators and harsh weather conditions. The burrows also serve as a place for spring hares to escape from extreme temperatures, as the underground environment stays relatively cool during the hot African days. Burrow systems can be extensive, with tunnels that reach several feet underground, and they're often shared by family groups or neighboring spring hares. One of the spring hare's primary defense mechanisms is its ability to evade predators using its powerful legs to bound away quickly. When faced with a threat, it will often freeze and rely on its camouflage to remain undetected. If the predator continues to approach, the spring hare will then leap away in a series of unpredictable zigzags, which can make it difficult for predators to follow its path. Common predators of the spring hare include large birds of prey, such as eagles and owls, as well as terrestrial predators like jackals, foxes, and African wildcats. The spring hare's agility and speed are its main defenses, as it does not possess any significant physical means of defending itself. Spring hares are generally solitary creatures, although they sometimes live in small family groups. They communicate with each other primarily through scent marking and body language, and they use vocalizations sparingly, often as a warning to others when danger is near. Spring hares have scent glands located near their tails, which they use to mark their territories. This scent marking helps to keep other spring hares at bay and avoid confrontations, as these animals can be territorial. They are known to defend their burrows aggressively if another spring hare attempts to intrude, but they typically avoid direct conflict whenever possible. The spring hare has a unique reproductive cycle compared to other small mammals. They breed throughout the year, but their reproductive success is often tied to the availability of food, which can vary depending on seasonal rainfall. Females usually give birth to a single offspring at a time, which is relatively large and well developed compared to the young of other rodents. This single offspring remains in the mother's burrow for several weeks until it is strong enough to start foraging and moving on its own. Spring hare mothers are known to be protective, and they may even move their young to a different burrow if they sense danger nearby. Another interesting aspect of spring hare behavior is their role in the ecosystem. As they dig for roots and create burrows, they help aerate the soil, which can encourage plant growth and benefit other animals that rely on vegetation for food. Additionally, their burrows provide shelter for various smaller animals, such as insects, lizards, and even birds that may use abandoned burrows as nesting sites. Thus, spring hares contribute to their environment not only as herbivores but also as ecosystem engineers, creating habitats that other species utilize. Spring hares face numerous threats in the wild, including habitat loss due to human expansion and agriculture. In some areas, they are considered pests because they occasionally forage on crops, leading to conflicts with farmers. Additionally, they are sometimes hunted for food in certain parts of Africa. Although they are not currently considered endangered, their populations can fluctuate based on food availability, predator numbers, and human impacts on their habitats. Conservation efforts focused on preserving their grassland habitats can help maintain healthy populations of spring hares, and ensure they continue to thrive in the wild. In summary, the spring hare is an extraordinary animal with a wide range of adaptations that enable it to survive in its often challenging environment. Its powerful hind legs and nocturnal habits help it evade predators, while its varied diet allows it to survive in habitats where food is sometimes scarce. From its complex burrows to its role in the ecosystem, the spring hare is a vital part of the African grasslands and demonstrates the resilience and adaptability of nature. The spring hare's unique combination of physical traits and behaviors make it a fascinating subject of study and an example of how even the smallest animals can play an important role in their environment. Please give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.